It's a good thing Coco's covering up what's actually going on here right now. Tylenol for colds. I've been fighting a cold. Excuse you. I can't complain though, because with the fasting, I don't get colds very often. I used to get 3 bad colds a year, and now I only get like 1 cold every 2 to 3 years, and it's usually a pretty mild cold. Lots of people like to do intermittent fasting just for the immune benefits, and I'm one of them, and the anti-aging benefits, of course. I like the sports bra. It's really colorful. I got it from Victoria's Secret. Not sponsored. Never will be. I'm fully aware that my spray tan is coming off, but I'm pretty sure I'm serving you up tons of juicy hater steaks. Excuse me. That was just my transition to the next topic. Grocery haul! The cats get so excited. One of these days though, I need to learn how to make my own cashew milk. Egg whites so I can make my pancakes and crepes. I always buy the pasteurized ones because then you can eat it raw and not die. Or as my mom likes to say, make sure they're pasteurized and not just up to your tits. Whoa! 10 points! So if your avocados are harder than breast implants, then put them on the counter. But if they're ripe, then you can put them in the fridge. Light whipped cream, because chocolate avocado pudding, when you post pictures of it on the internet, people will say it looks like poo. So now every time I post a photo with whipping cream all over it, you basically know that my food looks like crap. Whipping cream is just the equivalent of women wearing makeup. It just masks the truth of what's really underneath. Peaches for my crepes. You're like, what the F's a crepe? It's a crepe. En français. You know what my new favorite thing is? Fiber One lemon bars. They're only 90 calories. Oh my god! You broke the box, Bean! I like fiber because it makes me... My favorite ways to get fiber into my diet are avocados. Those things are so high in fiber. And as a treat, I like those Fiber One bars. And I also like fiber cereal. And I get the really tasteless cardboard ones because then I won't overconsume it. But I make my cereal tastier by adding cashew milk and the BSN Synthesis Edge protein powder. Today I'm gonna dump a bunch of stuff into a crock pot and hope that it magically turns into a chicken bean chili. Turn it to low heat for 6 to 8 hours. So around 7:30 p.m. it will be ready. I'm gonna be heading to the CrossFit gym shortly to train with my coach. We're doing Strongman training. So I'm going to first do some mobility drills and some warm-ups. Don't want to kill Coach Gus. I've been compiling the Strongman footage over the past month, so I'm gonna put that all together in this vlog so you can see exactly what I am doing with Coach Gus. So it's 5 sandbag squats and then walk to the other side, 5 sandbag squats. Do that for 4 minutes.
Let that stretch happen. Let the shoulder just first let it come up, and then pull it down and back.
I'm really trying to engage the lat, not compensate with my teres major or my upper traps. It's a lot harder than it looks, and it's intense.
Is that 5? Do you know this is up?
No. I'm not getting it.
There.
Yeah.
To relax through. Keep that tension in here.
I think maybe it's because I've really developed that teres major.
Yeah, it is.
So it won't
Keep
shut
it
up.
down. Just pull the elbow out. There. Feel how this is relaxing? Make your lat take over. Hold it. Feel your lat?
Yeah.
Try to find more of it out. Shift it to your trap. See, I'm telling you, this side's a little more stubborn because this side is more developed.
I think I've learned how to compensate really well on that side. I think he's making it heavier.
There you go. Force your hips to stabilize. Keep that oblique engaged. Push, lean back. 3 more feet.
You hear Gus saying hips up. That's because he wants me going into full hip extension with each step that I'm taking. And I tend not to do that on the right side. How much was that, Gus?
205 pounds.
You hear Gus saying torque in at the hips when I'm descending in the squat because he wants me to really use my hamstrings and glutes. He wants me to sit back more.
Good.
This is me learning how to lift odd objects for the first time.
Brace your abs, squeeze your pecs, arms long, arms long. Now sit under it. Sit under it. Yeah, now re-grip. Okay, pull it into your lap, sit under it. Don't let yourself collapse under it. Good thought.
He pushed me.
Gus has me doing strong fit training because these exercises are corrective exercises and we're trying to improve deficiencies and weaknesses in my lats, my hamstrings, and my glutes. And it's really improved my overall strength, my CrossFit training, and my gait even. These look really boring and tedious, but they're extremely important. They're opener exercises and they improve your mobility. Remember, mobility is what's desirable, especially if you want to be strong, because you want to be able to apply torque at the end of your range of motion. That's really what mobility is. It's flexibility through your range of motion. So that's why we're focusing on commonly problematic areas like the short head, my biceps, my pecs, my lats. You've also seen me do openers for my lower extremities. You've seen the single leg deadlifts that we work on that are killer. And we haven't shown it yet, but the Jefferson for the squat. Maybe that'll happen in a future vlog.
Now, palms up. 5. Careful with your lat every single pull. Right.
And that's over 400 pounds.
Slide your knee through. You want to drive into it so that you fall into the next step. Good. And back. Flip. On it. Flip. Push.
I asked how much that one was, and he said it didn't matter. Then he told me to do that one.
Walk through it. Yeah. Step under it and push. Knee. Knee. You can. You're slowing down at that point, right? Explosive. Drive. Knee.
Back from the gym, and I'm about to have my post-workout cocktail, which consists of water and BSN's new Rebuild Edge. It's 3 products in one. It's got 4 grams of BCAAs, 5 grams of glutamine, and 5 grams of creatine. Yes, that's right, creatine. It's only 5 calories a serving. I really like the strawberry orange flavor. I've been taking the creatine now for about 2.5 weeks and nothing bad has happened. I'm not bloated. Ladies, it is something that you can take. You don't need to load with it. I'm taking a daily low dose of 5 grams of creatine. How does it work? The creatine phosphate helps to replenish your ATP store, so it can help you with your workouts. And I've noticed it has helped me with my workouts. So I'm gonna continue taking it and I'll keep you posted on it. If you want more information, I wrote a blog about it, so you can click the link to that card thingy there and you can learn why I take BCAAs and the creatine. But back to the BCAAs, I know a lot of people freak out at the notion of taking BCAAs during a fast. Well, I take it because training purely fasted would be detrimental. It's catabolic. So I want to minimize protein muscle breakdown. 5 calorie BCAAs are a fabulous compromise if you want to train during your fast and state, because you would have to have more than 500 calories of meat or whey to get the equivalent amount of BCAAs in your circulation. I do frequently train during my fast. And if I train in the morning, I like to use the BCAAs with caffeine because it's also my pre-workout, and I like this flavor, strawberry orange. If I'm training during my fast, but it's after 3 p.m., then I prefer to use the BCAAs without caffeine because I don't want to be up all night. Caffeine after 3 p.m. will prevent me from falling asleep at night. And then around the time I break my fast, I like to have the Rebuild Edge, which helps kickstart my post-workout recovery, and I get the creatine as well. Making gains. I'm gonna break my fast with the BSN protein crisp bar. It's basically a Rice Krispie square with protein. And I'm giving away a box of these suckers, so click the card there for a chance to win. These are nice looking strawberries. Check that out, see that? That's gemination. It happens with teeth as well. I suspect this one would have been triplets. Again, gemination, or is it fusion? Dentists, comment below, gemination or fusion. The only problem with these is that they don't fit in my ice cube trays. Still have not purchased a strawberry huller. I don't see the point because you can just take your steak knife and twist it like that and it makes a hole. This recipe really is just a root canal because you extirpate the pulp and then we're going to obturate it with protein pudding. Commonly you obturate root canals with a rubbery material called gutta perca, but back in the old days they didn't have gutta perca, so they used bird crap to obturate the root canals. No, I'm not kidding. In case you're wondering why there's so many dentistry things going on in this video, it's because I'm a dentist. I really am. I can prove it. Dentariae Medicinae Doctorum. So here are the strawberries ready to be obturated. Next, I'm gonna make the filling material for the strawberries. So I'm going to use chocolate protein powder because I like to make an effort to include protein in all of my snacks and meals. And this is where you can get creative for the other ingredient. Oftentimes I use coconut oil. You could also use peanut butter. Or today, I'm gonna use a mashed avocado. You can see this is a small one, so I'll use the entire thing in this recipe. You can see it's much smaller than an avocado that is less small by comparison. Oh, surprise, you're a little bit gross inside. As I mentioned before, coconut oil is an option, and I have no issues with using coconut oil during my fed state, but I think it's really dog dumb to put coconut oil into your coffee or the grass-fed butter into your coffee during your fast, because the whole point of fasting is to burn the fat around your stomach, not the fat in your coffee. Ooh, that's another hater steak for people to comment on. Bulletproof coffee with intermittent fasting is a lovely controversy, so you can click the card up there and read my opinion on why I think it's a dog dumb idea. The whole point of fasting is to fast. So if you're struggling with your fast, it's because you're metabolically inflexible, because you, well, quite frankly, you're not ever giving yourself a chance to get better at fasting because you're not fasting, you're friggin' eating. So stop friggin' eating during your fast and it'll make you metabolically flexible, meaning you'll be able to burn carbs and your body fat for fuel. Oh, I found it down there with your expectations. Isn't that sound amazing? Doesn't that look amazing? Now, avocado in your chocolate pudding is disgusting, so we need to cover that up. But the advantage of avocado in your pudding is that it's very creamy, like a pudding. I'm going to use 3 packets of non-calorie sweetener. You can use stevia or whatever is ideal. I'm also gonna sweeten it with a little bit of the Walden Farms calorie-free maple walnut syrup. It also blends better with a bit of liquid in it. You might need to add a bit of water. Fancy machines are great, but sometimes you just need to do it by hand. That's probably not what she said, ever. Oh, that's my best one yet. You can see I keep it very thick because it's easier to spoon it into the strawberries. Dump the avocado chocolate pudding into a Ziploc bag, cut off the nipple, and then obturate your strawberry. Ta-da! Look at that, look at that. Do that for all of them. Ta-da! Look at all those obturated strawberry canals. And there's still some left over, so you can obturate it into your mouth. And that's how you trick yourself into eating more protein and fiber. It also fools your kids into eating avocado. I might have another one. Put them in the fridge, you can have them tomorrow. You can also just eat it as pudding or use it as frosting on your pancakes or other baked goods. I'm not just making these recipes to entertain you. I'm making them because they work for me and they've worked for so many of my Team SS members. Whenever I make the effort to make my recipes, I always hit my macros perfectly for the day. I get enough fiber and protein in my diet. It also prevents me from over-consuming calories. I always joke that I'm bereft of culinary skills, well, because I am. But that's why I make my stuff super simple so anybody can do it. And they're usually really quick and easy to make. They're notoriously low calorie, big portions, high in protein. All I know is that whenever I make the effort to make a couple of my recipes a day, that's when my physique always looks the best. It's when I stay on track with my diet, and it's when I feel the best about myself. I'm really proud of my Team SS for making these recipes, and I really appreciate it. That is the ultimate thank you. It motivates me to want to make more recipes for you when I see that you're making them. Some of my Team SS members are very talented at food styling and photography. In fact, they do a much better job taking photos of my recipes than I do. So I wanted to show you some of those. You can get all of my low-calorie, high-protein recipes for free at whatsaraheats.com. And if you want to get to the next step and get started on my intermittent fasting program, you can check that out at fatlossfastsystem.com. Just click the card. The reason why I have success and why my Team SS members have success with the system, it's because it's sustainable. I always tell them to make sure that consistency is their #1 source of motivation on a daily basis. You never want results to motivate you because, well, that's the attitude of a loser. You always want consistency to motivate you, and the easiest way to be consistent is to have a sustainable approach. I almost forgot to take my fish oil pills. 2 a day keeps the inflammation away. I'm starting to get impatient. It's been in the crock pot for 6 hours. That looks really good. Yay, another chance to do food photography. It makes 5 meals. Cleanup is very easy. Dump the liner. Yeah. You know, it's nothing that a little bit of Flavor God can't fix. I mean, it's better than a kick in the ass with a muddy boot. I'll eat it anyway. It's got great macros. Also, you're less likely to overconsume something if it isn't extraordinarily delicious. I tend to overconsume my mother's chili, but this chili, I put it back in the fridge for later. I realize I'm being hard on this chili, but that's because I'm comparing it to my mom's chili, and her chili is the best. It tastes healthy, and you know what that means. It means make my mom's chili. You know what would make this chili slightly above average? Add mom's chili, some shredded skim cheese to it. Thank Godfully I made the avocado stuffed strawberries. All right, I'm starting to get the vlogging groove now. It helps me when you leave me comments below because it lets me know the kinds of stuff that you want me to vlog. So I hope you enjoyed spending the day with me, and I really do appreciate that you watch it right to the very end. I appreciate your time. Please do like and comment on this video because it, you know, when nobody says anything, it's, you know, well, it's like trying to clap with one hand. So subscribe or else long hairs all over your bathroom floor. I hate that.